is coming in the corporate, the great corporate generation gap. So allow me to invite Nazneen. She blends 15 plus years of HR experience across telecom, media, e-commerce and brings clarity, comedy and radical takes. She's unapologetically witty. Her unapologetically witty take on workplace, known as the Sassy HR Lady, she brings all that clarity, comedy, and radical honesty to conversations that usually get buried under the corporate jargon. On stage and in boardrooms, Nazneen is known for cutting through the noise with sharp insights, relatable humor, and a perspective that is as real as it gets. Whether it's leadership, culture, or messy realities of modern work, she delivers truth people remember and often repeat long after the session is over. So please welcome her with a huge round of applause. The energy should reflect that we just had lunch. Come on. Amazing.
Okay, hi everyone. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on as per my brand image because of this thing. They didn't have a collar mic. So I'm Nazneen. My brand is called Sassy HR Lady. She's obviously said, I'm going to repeat a little bit of it. 15 years of experience in corporate. And I've realized that, we all hear this saying, less is more. So when you think of the word less is more, what comes to your mind? Quickly. One, two. What comes to my mind is lingerie. But I think the same also applies to life, to budgets, and empathy in leadership. And all three have been missing from places where I've worked in. But you know what the interesting thing is, and the challenge always has been managing the boomers, the millennials, and the Gen Zs. It has been a challenge, but thankfully is no longer a challenge for me. So let's dissect these three categories, okay? Since there are no boomers here, or since nobody is admitting to being a boomer over here, let's talk about the boomers. So who are the boomers? Boomers, of course, as we know, are the OGs. They've seen the Y2K, they've seen the typewriters. You remember the old boomer talks in your family, where people would probably, say that, you guys have no discipline, yaar. 35 years of service, never taken a sick leave. I'm like, uncle, that's untreated pneumonia for you. Then they are very loyal, very passionate. And WFH for them doesn't mean work from home. It means we feel horrified. So they are the ones who are always kind of trying to mentor you, tell you things. I love them. I mean, seriously, like I've had boomer bosses who've sent mails on Saturday at 7 a.m. and by 11 a.m. said, is no one replying to my email today? Why? So the lovely generation of boomers. The next is, of course, the Gada Mazdoors, or today as the Gen Zs call it, the corporate pagloos. The Gada Mazdoor millennial generation, saying yes to everything, not pushing back. Trust me, we've done every therapy. We followed Julia Roberts to the T. We got very excited. Rang de basanti, jayenge, Amir Khan banenge, system badlenge. Today I'm like, I hate people. We're always on the panic mode. Passion and purpose changed to panic. And trust me, till today, ask a millennial, honest confession, we are still trying to prove our worth to everybody. That's what we're doing. So that's the millennial. And my favorite Gen Z bachas, sorry, pagloos, or what do I say, talent. I love Gen Zs, not because I want to get their votes, but trust me. Gen Zs walk into a workplace and say, hey bro, I didn't sign up for emotional labor. And I'm like, neither did we, darling, but we just didn't have Wi-Fi fast enough to talk about it. Then there was this one Gen Z in my team, and they're like, listen, Naz, you know what? This environment is not giving me growth. And I'm like, stop saying that, or it'll give you a notice period. Chup rahe. You know? And Zoom calls, you know what it is. Zoom calls for them, they're constantly judging you. They're kind of auto-correcting your spell check. They're ghosting you. But you know why I love them? Because Gen Zs have been saying things which millennials have always been wanting to say. And I've never done it. But boomers will always deny it. But then they'll Google it. That's what Gen Zs have. And the term of shrekking. How many over here don't know what shrekking is? Okay. Shrekking is a dating concept invented by Gen Zs कि किसी अगली बंदे या बंदी को date करो so that when you break up you don't feel bad. It is not a Gen Z concept, it is an HR concept. We have been hiring sub-quality people because of lesser budgets, so that when they leave, we don't feel bad. But Gen Zs are calling it out. Facts. This is what Gen Zs have taught us, dude. And Gen Zs, this is not a passive aggressive emoji. Get it? कुछ भी बोलते हो, सही बोलते हो. Anyways, now imagine me as HR trying to get all three in one room. Boomers, print agenda. Gen Z comes with a doc, color coded. Millennial comes in doing, bro, this meeting should have been a white check. At the end of it, what happens? The boomer gets offended, gets up, and walks out. Mr. Sabawala had done that in my meeting. He was a boss. I can't take his first name because he follows me on LinkedIn. Then the millennial is like, sorry, sir, sorry, sir, sorry, sir. And the Gen Z is like, making a reel. Corporate life is a scam. I bet you didn't know this. So that's what's happening. So you realize that when a boomer says, be loyal, what does a millennial hear? Be available 24/7. Personal experience, one of the companies I worked with, listen, Naz, Saturday please be available because Reena, Tina, Meena, I've changed the names obviously. They're busy, they've got husbands, they've got kids. Since you're single, just be available. I'm like, I'm single. I am busy by default, hello. अकेली लड़की खुली तिजोरी हूँ मैं. Chill करने दो. That got me the status of the rebel kid. I should have copyrighted it then. Anyways, so this is what, and Gen Z, of course, is making a reel about healing their inner chakra all the time. So what happened then? And then what happened? Guys, sorry, I was supposed to do this. I practiced it, but audio. Okay, somebody made a boo-boo. It'll be there. It's okay. आज बजाएंगे? Sorry, my Parsi roots keep coming out, so.
He's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker.
Did you? I'm sure all of you know this song, right? Everybody. What does this song tell us? This is my mantra to dealing with Gen Zs, millennials, and boomers on the same thing. Bads of Bollywood. Aryan Khan did what we have never been able to do. He has aligned generations through Bads of Bollywood. This is one show which the boomers saw, loved the storytelling, which the millennials saw, loved the aesthetics, which the Gen Z saw and said, finally a Nepo kid who's got it right. So what did he do? What did Aryan Khan do? He embraced the old, he embraced the new, and he made the existing also feel important. That's what Aryan Khan has done. That is the secret sauce of how you manage them in a workplace. Boomers have built the ladder. We have climbed it as millennials and said, why is the ladder so hard? And Gen Zs have obviously said, oh, healing my inner chakra by climbing the corporate ladder. And trust me, it's a very simple alignment formula. Don't teach them IQ. They have better IQ. They have come with AI. Boomers, what does AI? For boomers, when you say AI, one elderly guy actually told me, this is that Hrithik Roshan song, AI, AI, oh. That is AI for them. What is for Gen Zs? So don't teach them IQ. Your training decks are not relevant. They don't need training decks. They need translation decks. Don't give them perks. They've come with perks, yeah. They're entitled. They need purpose. And if you crack purpose over perks in an organization, you've won over these corporate pagloos sitting on this table. One of them is actually born in a year where I started my career, and I'm too embarrassed to say it. So that is the SASSY alignment formula, I feel. So that's what you need to do in the workplace. That's how you HR with SAS. That's all from me. Thank you, guys. I've kept it short because it was after lunch. Please follow me on Sassy HR Lady on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I do a lot of corporate sessions. I do panel discussions. I treat people with and without diapers, with diapers, men, the adults with diapers. I do what it takes to bridge this gap. So if anybody needs any advice from me, any questions from me, I'm sure the questions are going to take long, so let's save it for later. And I'm happy to kind of take one-on-ones later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so